How long has it been since the Republicans won three consecutive elections for governor in each state? That's what we're going to find out today. I already did this for the Dems. Today, it's the GOP, and we're going to see the last time they won three in a row. So at the top, I've got 10 tiers of shading by each decade, starting with the 2020s and going all the way back to before the 1950s. And then there might be some states where it's never happened. The year is just the last time they won at least three in a row. So a lot of states have an active streak of three. We're going to start there. So let's get into the 2020s. And from west coast to east, we've got Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Indiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Ohio, and we can't forget about New Hampshire and Vermont. Vermont, definitely a blue state, but they've got Phil Scott. He's won at least three in a row. So those are all the active streaks. Now let's go back into the 2010s. We've got four states here. First, it's Alaska in 2010. Then it's Arizona, 2018. Then we've got Nevada, 2014. And the last state in this tier is Wisconsin. Now that does include the recall with Scott Walker. So if you don't include the recall, then the actual year is 1998. Now we're going to go back to the 2000s decade. First, we've got several states on the East Coast. It's Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and New York. Then one state in a different part of the country. It's Montana. The year they last got three in a row was 2000. Now back into the 1990s, we've got three states. First, it's California. That was in 1994. Then it's Illinois, 1998. Last state also in 1998 is Michigan. How about back into the 1980s? One state this time back to the East Coast, and it's Delaware. 1988 was the last time the GOP won three straight. In the 1970s, we've got four states. In the Northwest, we've got Washington and Oregon. Then continuing east, it's Colorado. Then all the way east, it's Virginia. That state was 1977. Back into the 1960s now, we've got one state, and it's kind of a surprise because we haven't filled it in yet. It's a red state, and it's Kansas. The year was 1964, and back then there were two-year terms for governor. For whatever reason, in this state that's known to be pretty red, Republicans unable to string together three in a row here. Now we'll go back into the 1950s. We've got three more states. First, all the way in the Northeast, it's Maine. The year is 1952, also two-year terms here for governor. Then we've got Minnesota, also 1952 and also two-year terms. The last state here also might be a surprise, but it's Pennsylvania. The year is 1950. If we go back before the 1950s, in 1949, we've got one state. That state is New Jersey. And back then, apparently they had three-year terms for governor, not two, not four. Let's go back a couple more decades into the 1920s. We're going to plug in a super red state today. That's West Virginia. Back then, it wasn't that red. The year is 1928. We've got six states left, and in all six of them, Republicans have come up short at winning three in a row for governor. Those states are Hawaii. The closest Republicans got was when they won two in a row in 2002 and 2006. Then the other ones are a mix of red, blue, and purple states. We've got Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, New Mexico, and North Carolina. A couple of those, like Louisiana and Kentucky, those are a big surprise. Republicans haven't done it. But for a long time, those states in the South were solid blue. Ever since they've become much redder, Republicans haven't sustained that kind of dominance for governor yet. So that's the final map. And Republicans definitely have zero in more states than the Dems. But Republicans have more active streaks. And there is some fascinating data here, like the blue states where Republicans have actually won three in a row, and the red states where they haven't, or it's been a long, long time. Who would think they've done it more recently in California, New York, and Illinois as opposed to Kansas? So I almost think some of this data must be wrong because Kansas is usually the state where Dems have the longest drought in. But apparently they've actually done it more recently than the Republicans. Some of these droughts could snap in the next election. Others could go on for a long time. There's all kinds of crazy stuff in these political maps when you try to go back and find the last time both sides have done something. And in this case, this is how the map looks for three consecutive Republican victories for governor. So let me know in the comments, what states jump out to you the most? Is it West Virginia? Is it Maine? How long until Republicans win three in a row in Kentucky? Are they ever going to do it in Hawaii? Let me know what you think down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.